Hi, good night. Yes, it is legendary Labrish with coffee, tea, or Labrish. Me, Mona, Indefatigable Heights. Indefatigable, timeless, tireless, unstoppable. Yeah, Mona Heights. Indefatigable, unstoppable, timeless, tireless. Yes, Mona Heights. Yeah, to the name. Shopping spree for me, I'm a money tree, 7 and the kick out of 4 plus 3. And when you come out, all the wife of a flea man pay down panic and you not take charity. Yeah. Today I want to talk about a couple people. I'm gonna be talking about our girl Spice, my girl Spice, cause she have a good week this week and she trending right now. I'm gonna talk about Senator Josh Hawley for a little bit. I'm gonna talk about the baddies. I'm gonna end the show with the baddies and Joselyn's cabaret. I know I told you guys I was gonna be back last week Monday, but it's been a long week. And my son graduated today. Congratulations to him. I'm so excited for his next step in his next phase in his evolution. And I'm gonna talk about Dan Howell. I'm gonna talk about Derek Chauvin. And I'm going to talk also about Doja Cat. All right. So I'm going to start with Spice tonight because my girl is trending because she are going good. Good day, come out and all these things. So if you notice, Spice was on the Wendy Williams show. And Wendy Williams out to add about she remember say Spice today when a Spice bring the tea come gear come tell her say she did right by the business last week with Safari and Erica business. Wendy Williams are too out to add. We never remember say you did exist before Spice reached by your stage, miss. Yeah. God know. And furthermore, my girl Spice, big her up because right about now she's releasing her album 10 after 22 years in the business, and so we're very proud of her as a people because she has done so much. She has brought so much to the industry. She has helped a lot of people. She's tried to do the best she can with what she has been given, and she has done greatly. So we commend her and we celebrate her tonight, and we say big up yourself, Spice. She was on the Breakfast Club also, her and a Shaggy. Yeah, it was nice and very nice to see. She and Shaggy did up on the Breakfast Club? Yeah. I think so. Verify that for me. Okay. Yeah, but it was nice. It was a nice episode and everything. And Spice represents herself well, and she representing herself very well in the US, and we're happy to see that, and we're happy to see yeah, cafeteria lab. Yeah, you don't know the things that already. Cafeteria lab. Yeah. Yeah, she and Shaggy was on the Breakfast Club, and so it was exciting to see, and we are very happy to see Spice coming out like this and all of this greatness occurring for her, and we want to give her 100% of our support because she is Jamaican. She's one of us, and we're very proud of her, and that's how it is. That's how it works. Anyway, on to Derek Chauvin. Yeah. Boy, I never know say Juneteenth that I go come out and black people that are gonna get them independence all over again in 2021. And then pan top of it now, the man will victimize all of us so much in 2020, in the midst of all of the issues and the problem we have with COVID virus and all type of sitting and people under quarantine and their mind ready for break and people are going through all type of psychological problem. This man come kill this black man, George Floyd, in front of everybody, make everybody see. It was very disgusting. It was very traumatic. It was traumatic to the black psyche. It was traumatic to the black mind. It was traumatic to the black, us as a people. It touched everybody. It was traumatic to people as a whole. This was the type of stuff that made the Quakers start fighting for freedom for black people in the United States. Those type of things, just gross injustice. And today he received 22.5 years sentence in prison. And so we are happy to say that. We say yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you for that vindication. Thank you for justice. Justice is being served. We didn't want him to get the full maximum, it was supposed to be like 30, 40 years, but they give him 22.5. Hopefully, he never comes out. And his mother was there, and she spoke, and she said, well, she's, losing her son, and they're probably, her and the father are probably not going to be around when he comes out. And the George Floyd's family is saying at least in jail, a prison, he can see his family. They will never see George Floyd again, and us as a people will never see George Floyd again, and us as a people will never ever forget the moment that George Floyd died. And so we just want to thank Cafeteria Lobbies, just want to thank Justice tonight for doing its job, because sometimes it really doesn't, but tonight it did, and we appreciate it so much. So that's it for Derek Chauvin. Now, I also wanted to talk about Dan Howell. Dan Howell is trending right now. Dan Howell is this actor from is he an actor? Putting Dan Oil again from Makama want to talk about him because he's a trend right now.
YouTuber, presenter, and author.
He's a YouTuber, presenter, and author, Dan Howell, and he's been doing it. He's been maybe like 15 years ago. And when did he first come out? Let me know, please. In addition to that, he has a new YouTube brought him back. That's the trend. And he's brought back.
Even his sexuality. Sexuality?
Yeah, he came out of the closet on his YouTube show today. I'm not queer bait, but I was literally gagging because the way he had his show set up is that he was in an actual closet and he just had a bat. I need that bat there. I'm gonna need one of those bats. I think I'm gonna redo my closet next. He took the bat to the whole closet and beat everything and beat it and beat it and beat it. So, like, it's what do you call it? An analogy? Analogy. It's a metaphor. It's symbolic of all the things that have kept him in the closet all this time. And sometimes, you know what? While we're talking about that, I wanted to talk a little bit about cord cutting. So I'm just going to put it in here. Sometimes, so the thing is that all the things that kept him inside the closet is what he's beating because he wants to come up out of the closet. And so he took a bat to those constraints and those restraints and those things that had held him back for all of, his life, of being able to say, hey, this is what I am gay. And that brings me to cord cutting. Sometimes in life we hold on to people because of whatever linkage or whatever cords we have that bind them to us, like familial cords, like family or friendship, or an ex-lover that you never let go of because y'all gonna be best friends for life, or whatever affinity or whatever relationship, association, bond, cord, link, or soul tie that you have with people. Those things are like tethers. They tether you to people, the links that you have with them, the relationship, the bond. And when you're tethered to somebody, when you are linked to them, usually they know your strengths and they know your weaknesses as well. And so therefore they know like your triggers, and they know the different things about you that maybe other people don't know, and they know how to affect you. And so sometimes you have to learn that you have to cut the cord. You have to cut the cord to what is familiar. And that's where I am in my evolution right now. I don't know if I told you that I've been fasting, but I've been fasting for 3 months. And basically it's just like no food, no water, and I've been completely abstinent for 3 months. And so it's making me clearer in my mind, and it's making my mind more open to different things that have been occurring all my life. And I'm just like taking stock of the different types of tethers that there have been to me. and I am releasing myself from these tethers. And I recommend that you do the same. I recommend that you know, read up on cord cutting and what it means, and you know what it can do for your life, because sometimes we become so codependent, so interdependent, so wrapped up in our interpersonal relationships that we become tied to them, and we cannot grow and we cannot develop because those things are holding us in place. We're tethered. You tether horses, you tether cattle, you tether sheep. Human beings don't need to be tethered. The only type of link or bond that is actually like legally, like, you know, like legally, yeah, like legally, like even in the eyes of God, um legally, officially known and acknowledged, is marriage. That's a natural soul tie. And that's a legal soul tie. Everything else is like, even family, because they tell you, say, the Bible tells you that when a man takes a wife, you know, he leaves his, you know, family and he cleaves onto the wife, and you know, all of those things. So I just wanted to throw that in there. That those type of things, you know, whatever it is that holds you in your closet, you have to cut the cord, and you have to come up out of the closet, and you have to be yourself, and you have to learn how to, you know, accept yourself, or whatever it is that you believe in, stand for something or fall for anything. Like, learn you and know you. You have to be able to sit in the stillness of, you know, your solitude, and know that what you're doing is what you want and what you choose and what you believe, and that's where you will find happiness. And so it seems like Dan Howell has found happiness after all this time. And that's it for Dan. I'm excited about him. I need a bat like his, because I'm going to be taking a bat to some things in my life. Yes, child. All right. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is, you know, say, back in the year 2000, when I was in college and I was doing my different like thesis, I would do them, a lot of them, on like FEMA and like, you know, the government and executive orders and things like that. I'm really into politics and, you know, those type of things. But those things will come later. But I always talk about like UFOs, like UFOs are real, and you know they're gonna bring out the UFOs soon, and everybody look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm just like, you know, UFOs are coming, like that's the next thing. So like even now I'm just like, oh, that's what they're gonna be bringing the UFOs soon. Like I already know that that's going to occur. So in the UFO news today, the U.S. Let out the UFO report. Hashtag UFO report. UFO report telling us about over 140 different UFO appearances that have been unexplained in the United States or over the world or wherever it is. United States mostly. And the UFO report has been trending because it really told us nothing. So everybody's like, UFO report, okay, come out, come out. So they finally release all this information, and the information is like not there. The only thing the information said, which you know is something for my conspiracy theories, which you know I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not even going there like that on the show. That's when I'm starting my Patreon show, and we'll be talking about those type of things off the air, but we'll get there. What it really means is that they said that a lot of the unidentified objects can be like aircraft, but that were made by like America and Russia and China. Like it's UFOs that they've built, and that was a part of the report. Very small part. The end of the report said some of the craft were man-made, some of the UFOs were man-made. So that's T. Okay. Next thing. Now that they've released, because remember, I don't know if you know, but they said that John F. Kennedy, the prince, died because he wanted to reveal to the American people that the UFOs existed, and that they had seen UFOs, that UFOs had crashed, UFOs had landed, that they had agreements with UFOs and things like that, allegedly. All of this is allegedly, guys. And let me just drop my disclaimer. whatever I say, whatever I release, whatever tea I disclose, my coffee tea or labrish is coffee tea or labrish. It is allegedly, okay? So, allegedly, this whole UFO thing is going to only get deeper, because if they're coming out now, the John F. Kennedy died because he wanted to reveal to the United States people that, the UFOs existed and that they were real. However, the powers that be, they said, allegedly didn't feel like it was time for that, so that's why he was assassinated, allegedly. So now if they're releasing that, it means that we're gonna be seeing more UFOs, and we're gonna be seeing invasions, and we're gonna be seeing things that we've never thought we would ever see. We're gonna look for that. All right. So I get excited when I talk about, like, stuff like that, because when we come to my conspiracy theory things, I'm like really deeply just like ready to give that tea. So in another news I wanted to go ahead and talk about for a quick second is that there was a discovery that was released in the news today, and that's also trending. They have found a skull that is it was the nearest to us as human beings. So it's another, you remember when you were in history class and you remember when you were in history class, when you first went into, like, high school, middle school, whatever school, wherever you're from, and they'll be like, Australopithecus, Boise, and Homo erectus, and Neanderthal man, and all that. Saying man came from evolution, from the first man, the Homo sapien, to the Homo erectus, or for whichever way it went, that way. They found another man, girl. This man is called Homo longi, something, Longi, and they call him Dragon Man. Yes, you heard me, Dragon Man. Dragon Man leads me to think about, like, is it a reptilian skull or what? Because you know how they say, like, allegedly most of the, like, celebrities, like the royals over in Windsor Castle, are reptilian, and they are of another species of man. It's just, like, fascinating to me, like, is that what we're found now? Because they said that this man is the closest to the man that we are. So they said that was the man before. Boy, I don't like the skull, none at all. The skull, I don't like the mouth I got so, I don't know how it go, I don't know. I don't like the skull, none at all. I don't like the skull. Dragon Man, I don't like Dragon Man, none at all. God no. Send back Dragon Man, make sure Dragon Man never come back to Earth. All right. And also, the other tea is that BBLs are trending today. BBLs are trending today. And everybody's giving an opinion on BBLs and all this. They did say that BBLs are, like, the most dangerous surgery that's ever done. And they did say that, there are other ways to, do your body or whatever, like, fillers or whatever. I don't know. The fat, they said the fat, you take it from your stomach and you put it in your butt. But then it says that there are some, like, vessels that if fat gets in there, that it travels, like, to your heart, and that's why people pass away from BBLs. It's very dangerous. Hey, listen, like, people's choices are their choices. BBLs are really making women feel confident. They are really making women feel happy, and they're really making women feel, like, fulfilled, it seems like. And it seems like it doesn't matter, like, what the consequences are, or any type of ramifications or anything like that. It's just, like, for the moment of having that pleasure of knowing that you look the way you want to look. And I understand it. I understand it very much. So I don't have, like, an opinion on that. That's people's business. Like, it's so many different things. Like, people have been doing, plastic surgery forever, so this is just the next thing. So like it's always gonna be something. People always gonna change something about themselves. People always gonna improve themselves in their eyesight or in their for themselves. So I don't care about that. I like the bodies. I like Jocelyn's body. I like the bodies. I like to see them. So personally, and I sympathize with anybody that feels pain because of it. And just take care of yourself and just know the risk. And that's it for BBLs. So I also wanted to talk about girl quickly. Trick Daddy was in the news this week because he said Beyonce can't sing. Trick Daddy who ain't make no music in 20 years. Trick Daddy. I only remember Trick Daddy from You Know That, and if it wasn't for Trina, I would remember Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy, why you do it? Trick Daddy, you know you a legend, and you a legend, and you know, but you just clown out the thing too much, and I don't like that clown thing. Why? Beyonce, she already established herself, so just, I don't even know why. I know when you want to be in the news, there must be another season of our show coming. Um, Love and Hip Hop Miami. I hope so because I like Love and Hip Hop Miami personally. And I like Trick Daddy on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I just didn't like when it got bad in the end with all of the personal stuff about him and like, you know, him being, you know, on drugs and stuff like that. But that's it for Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy, you talk too much. You be putting your foot in your mouth too much. You be doing the most. Yes. Sashay away. I want to say rest in peace to Gift of Gab, who was the second half of the group Black Alicious, and he passed away, I think, today. Gift of Gab is a rapper, prolific. Oh, I listened to a song of his today. It was awesome. I don't know where he's been. He's like one of the architects of rap, the group Black Alicious, and you know, it's just sad when you see like these, you know, these artists, these entertainers, these musicians, they're presented in front of us, and then we receive them for a while, and then we don't have them anymore, and they're still around and they still exist. So why aren't they not shared? Like, why is it that you always recycle the entertainers, and then when they get to a certain, like after a certain time, like you take them away from us, and then it's like as if they're not doing anything at all. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But rest in peace, Gift of Gab. Let's give a moment of silence. I pray your soul finds peace. And I pray that you have found peace wherever you at. So rest in peace. Boy, I want to talk about this hashtag trending. Hashtag carpetbaggerhawley. What? Hashtag carpetbaggerhawley. Hawley. Child Senator Josh Hawley. This man is in the news because he is a senator in the state of Missouri. They saying allegedly use his sister address to vote in the most recent election. Yes, he was. He lives in Missouri, but he's residing in Virginia. And why he's been residing in Virginia, they say, allegedly, he registered to vote using his sister's address in Missouri. It's complicated, but it's not that serious because he's like between homes and he is buying, but it's like he's building a home or whatever. But they're like really upset with him because, you know, this whole thing about like falsifying your address is very serious in America. Because I don't know if you remember that lady, what was her name? Tanya McDowell. She got 5 years in jail. Remember, 5 years in jail because she changed her address, because she wanted her son to get a good education, because she wanted to she wanted to change his school district. And even in Jamaica, we understand about changing your address because, you know, like certain address, you know, if you put certain address, you're just treated a certain way and you looked at a certain way and you don't get a certain job or you don't get certain opportunities or whatever. And it's the same thing here. So like in certain neighborhoods, like the good educators are not there. The good teachers don't come there. So this woman wanted a good education for her son. And she changed her address to a family member's address or something. And they found out and put her in jail for 5 years. And you have this senator, hashtag carpetbaggerhawley, who has falsified his address, essentially. Like, it shouldn't be allowed. Like, it's too much, like, double standard between, you know, classes of people and what you're allowed to do and what's okay and what's not okay. But carpetbagger Hawley, I am disappointed in you. I hope you fix up that situation. The house you're building, I hope you build it quick. I hope you get it done and that it doesn't be any more controversy around this. I know that you are a senator that doesn't seem to really love Washington D.C. and you're not a part of the elite and allegedly, and you've spoken against that when you went to the Senate floor, and you've said that the way how Washington runs the you know, the whole political atmosphere is that if you're not a part of the elite, then you're looked down upon and you're like shit. So I'm not gonna really like put 100% against you because I don't know why this information is being leaked, and because you said that, and I understand that when you come against certain powers that be, or when you're not with the status quo, or where you're not with the, you know, the cool people, then you tend to be like, you know, denigrated or, you know, put down, or, you know, like things like this will come out and make you look bad, and then you don't have any power, any say. So I'm gonna give you a 50%. I'm gonna give you a 5, and I'm gonna see how you handle the situation as far as your living situation and your accommodations within the next 3 to 6 months, so you can step away. All right, thank you. All right, Doja Cat, you're right. Doja Cat said, "I got my man, but I want you." You're right. Yes, you're right. Doja Cat and The Weeknd came out with a song. You're right. Now, remember this. Remember, tell the truth, because Doja Cat come up with about, but I know it looked like she would like our whole album today. God know. Woo! The amount of song we Lego within the past 22 hours. My affair look like I can't watch all of them. I can't manage them. Doja Cat are going bad. She all over. She on everything. Doja Cat is the new bitch. Yes. So, the new song, I Don't Do Drugs, with Ariana Grande. I like that song. Ariana Grande. I like Grande. I like that song. The song is nice, and I like the message. She says, "I like you, but I don't do drugs." That's a good song. It's a good combination. I love it. I can't wait for the video. I know it's going to be out of this world, because Doja Cat seems to be out of this world, because everything she does is space and tech. A whole nother tech. She alienic. She extraterrestrial. She reptilian. She reptile. She beast. She transhuman. She everything in a one. She Sagittarius. She everything in a one. Man, animal, everything in a one. Doja Cat, you hear she say cat dog. She everything in a one. Man, cat, animal, beast, you name it, she be it. So you know everything what she bring is out of this world. As if we are go Paris, we are go Mars, we are go Mercury, we are go all over the place with she. So I want to see where else she gonna take us. The song, you're right. The song is nice. I like the song. But what's up with all of these artists falling out of the sky, Doja? The boy did it the other day. Lil Nas X. Lil Nas Unknown is no longer unknown since he rode the beast. He rode the beast, and he is no longer a Lil Nas X. He's no longer a Lil Nas Unknown. He went up to heaven and he fell down, and when he fell, he went from good angel to bad angel, good snake to bad snake. But no, him otherworldly too. Him out of this world too, cause everybody out of this world, because that's the agenda. Nobody no human allegedly, with my eyes see, with the video them where them I make. Nobody human anymore. Everybody animal, beast, man, human, robot, transhuman. Yeah. Man and beast, man and machine. That's all. If your video don't have you as a man and a beast or a man and a machine, allegedly, what I say, then your video don't make sense. And your video not follow the agenda, because it's an agenda. Now look at this. Doja Cat. She look nice and everything in the plastic bag outfit. I like it. It'll be a plastic bag, look like some white plastic bag. Some glad bag. The white one then. Mm-hmm. So look like them use that make the outfit it nice. And what if I steal and so that nice and but it's white. Nice, beautiful white. Yeah. So I don't know what happened, but she just start to ascend up to heaven. Like an angel rising up to heaven. She went. Next time I look, she fall down. Next time I look, I say one star. Then allegedly, when my eyes say, no, I'm falling angel that. Talk to me now, come on, I know what really I go on. Mama, Papa, everybody else. Mother, may I? Mother, may I speak freely? Something right? Something do right. She fell to earth as a star, a shooting star. That's biblical. That's a fallen angel. Just like Lil Nas X fell to earth like a star, a fallen angel. Doja, I like you. I mean, the way you're blowing up the airwaves and the way you're blowing up the visual waves, we understand that you have, are a part of the agenda. And, we see you, darling. We see you. Now, this video right here, she comes down to earth and, oh yeah, her hairstyle changed and everything. She's a bad girl now. Like, you could see it, like the way how she's, taking control of everything. Like she's like Eve or something. And then she's like there with The Weeknd, and she did that. She did that whole thing. I like the song. I don't like the fallen angel imagery, allegedly. The other song that she did is also in the video, The Weeknd, he represents the water bearer with him pouring the water, like Aquarius, the water bearer, and it's a whole lot of moisture. It's a whole lot of water. Everything wet up. She whined till she sweat up. Nikki T wet up. I don't know. Yeah, so that's it. Those two songs are what I really wanted. It was another song she did the other day. I don't know, but suddenly this fallen angel thing is a thing. I didn't know that was a thing, but it's a thing. Well, I knew it was a thing, but now it's like even more deeper of a thing. Like if we could go right now, I want to see the next like 10 videos coming out, like who's coming out with what, and I want to see what type of imagery, because I'm looking for this fallen angel metaphor in the videos to become more frequent, because they're showing us that the stars are falling, and that's important. Because why are the stars falling, and why are the stars dying? Because they really are. So the stars are falling. They're falling because they're fallen angels, because it's demonic, and because they've already succumbed to something, and now it's time to pay, allegedly. But that's another conversation we're not gonna have tonight. So moving on to the baddies. So this week's episode of the baddies was something that I took a lot of notes. I mean, it was really just Sarah this week. Sarah, this week was like Sarah. Sarah had her moment. It was Sarah's moment this week. And Sarah really killed the moment. She really bombed, because she just said some things that didn't make sense. She has her truck parked outside. She can leave if she wants to. She can just drive away. She can't find her purse. Her Sarah said, wait, I want to talk about Sarah, because Sarah was just talking about her car keys. Sarah couldn't find her car keys, she said. Sarah, you make it too easy with this white and black shit? Why you do it? You just bring. I know that she said the reason why she ain't hit you was because she know you would call the police, and I know you probably didn't want to call the police, and that's why you was so mad, and that's why you was talking all that stuff that's like semi-slavery stuff. But like when you were saying you couldn't find your car keys and stuff in a whole reality show with people like that's like production is there and everything, and like nobody left anywhere and nobody ran out. That wasn't cute. I didn't like that. And at I am Tanisha Thomas, I have questions for you. So Seven said, somebody said, what happened? So Sarah was talking about you, and Seven said, yeah, Tanisha, you told me. Seven said Tanisha told her everything. So I want to catch the tea because what was Sarah talking about? I'm going to get to that. Sarah said that's her real hair. Sarah was really going on. She went on for the whole episode, and it was very annoying, and we couldn't get past her. And she said her hair was real, and they pulled her hair, but I don't know, because I don't know about the hairline, allegedly. I'm just going to say I don't know, Sarah. I don't know about all that. Sarah says the security punked her. Security held her back so Seven could hit her. Listen, Sarah. Security wasn't holding no you, and security wasn't holding nobody. Security was trying to get Seven off your ass because she was whooping you, girl. She was going to give it to you like a stepchild. She was walking like a dog, like Joselyn said. Walk it like a dog. Like Seven was going to walk you like a dog, okay? Security ain't punk you. They was trying to help you, okay? That's a typical Karen move. And you was Karen the whole night, and it was just annoying. It just kept going and going and going, and we wanted you to just get off the screen. Just stop trying to fight. You're going to get beat up. Where you going? And then you try like, oh, you want to go in the room. I want to address something, too. I don't know what kind of relationship Natalie and Sarah have. I'm confused as hell. Sarah, I know that Natalie, at Real Miss Natalie Nunn, why do you perpetuate Sarah's bullshit? I know y'all are besties and you do everything together, but why do you make her feel like she's privileged over the other people? When you started to talk them and us as the executive producer, it didn't bring a good atmosphere, and I didn't like that. I didn't understand what you were trying to foster by making Sarah feel like she's above or better than the other girls. And that's what had Sarah talking shit the other night, why Seven had to pop her. At Real Miss Natalie Nunn, you have to hold Sarah like a dog, and you have to restrain her. You have to pull her back, and you got to put a leash on her, and you need to let her stop because she's ruining the whole atmosphere of the show. We couldn't even move on, and it was so much that Sydney got confused, and she just didn't know what to do because she's just like, okay, are we gonna still have the show while this is going on? Because this was just going on and on and on. And she's like, well, she's talking to she said, I'm gonna fuck with Judy then. It was a lot of confusion. She said, I'm gonna go fuck with Judy, and Judy was just not. Judy's so done with Sydney. They need to just move Sydney out of the room, move Judy out of the room, do something, and give them two space, and let Judy just be able to come alive in this goddamn show because it's holding her the fuck back down and everything because I don't know what's going on. And so, like, Sydney then moved on to Tanisha. Tanisha is like overwhelmed with everything that's going on, and she's just like, I need a minute. And Sydney's like, no, she's not giving her the minute. And then Tanisha's like, I'm really getting irritated, and you could tell she really was. But then she took a moment, she came back, and she gave Sydney the pep talk. When Sydney began to talk about, nobody allowing trans people to work anymore, listen, trans people have been in the entertainment business for a long time. It is not that they just became actors and musicians and all that and entertainers 10 years ago when we began to see them, or 15 or 20 years ago with Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. No, it was like they were actors acting as women in movies and on sets and modeling gigs and all these things. They are models, they're everything. They are some of the biggest supermodels we know are trans. Like we don't know. And so they were a novelty because of who they were. And now that trans are like not a novelty anymore. They're not new to us. We know them. They're like normal. We watch them on every show, every time. So like it's nothing new. So therefore we are like, okay, what else are you gonna bring us? Now they're not being hired as much. And a lot of trends would do like their bodies, like they would do the BBLs and do the bodies and everything so that they would get the roles because they look more like women. And they look like the women that, you know, certain demographic wanted to see. And so they would get the roles. Now the women are doing all of that. And so therefore, you know, it's not much opportunity for them. And so it's not much work. And so I understand her frustration of, you know, what's happening here with the confusion, trying to catch a scene and trying to have something happen. So when Tanisha sat down at I Am Tanisha Thomas sat down and spoke with her and gave her that pep talk and let her know, like, yeah, we chose you to be on the show because we thought it would be good, because I think Sydney's going to be good for the show when the show gets going. So this week coming, for the highlights that I saw for the upcoming show on Sunday of Baddies, looks good. It looks like they're going to be having activities. Like, you know, when you're watching like CBS or ABC and they have those like reality shows like The Bachelorette and all that shit, and they be like having the, you know, challenges and stuff like that, and it'd be real and it'd be cute, and people watch that shit and they have ratings and it blows sky high. Like, baddies have the opportunity to do that with this show. So what I see for next week, for this week's episode coming on Sunday, this Sunday coming now, it looks like they're actually getting it together, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Sunday's episode. I'm excited to see what they're gonna bring next. I'm excited to see what I Am Tanisha Thomas is gonna bring for us. I'm excited to see what the real Miss Natalie Nunn is gonna bring. I'm excited to see, you know, how Sarah and Janelle and Seven and Judy and Sydney are gonna come together and make something happen and bring us something that we can be excited about. Now in the news, I've seen Miss Natalie Nunn was on, you know, Twitter talking about somebody from the show. Like, somebody was trying to hijack the show, and somebody was sending out messages saying, "Don't talk to at Miss Natalie Nunn." At real Miss Natalie Nunn. So it's some tea and some drama. I want to get into it. I want to try to find it. I'm trying to dissect it. I want to know. We're all wondering, like, who is she talking about? She's like, oh yeah, the girls told me everything, but Miss Natalie Nunn, at real Miss Natalie Nunn, you know you foster that kind of us against them back and forth type of situation, girl. Allegedly, you gonna have to like fix that up. As EP, you gotta fix that up so we could have like less confusion. Cause girl, I seen how you have to like bring Sarah down by like telling her like, girl, you know, we do this and you do that and da 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 da. But Sarah, I don't know if Sarah needs to be a part of the project. Whatever she brings to you or whatever benefit she brings as a friend, like, you have to like rethink it, because I don't know if she's bringing the energy we really want, because she's too crybaby and nobody want to hear that shit. Moving on. Sarah sashay away. Joselyn's cabaret. Boy, oh boy. Jocelyn's cabaret was very nice this past week, and I enjoyed it. It, it was really good. The girls did the routine. They're coming to the end of the show. Jocelyn has to pick. The girls did the routine. They did it over and over and over and over again, and it was like, Yummy is a good dancer, but I don't like how Yummy look with like Yummy. She got good hair. She pretty. When she fixed up herself, like, good hair and pretty, when she let herself go like that, I don't like it. Yummy, you gotta keep yourself fixed up, because you have that young, you know, look, but then sometimes you look stressed. So I want you to like lift your energy. Yummy, I know you use the balloons and stuff to lift your energy. I don't know exactly what you do with the balloons. I don't have a problem. Whatever you do to bring your zen is your thing. So I love it. I'm not even gonna fight it, Yummy, but just try to bring more energy to what it is you bring. And I believe that you probably, I don't know if you're gonna be in the cabaret, Yummy. Um what's her name? Joselyn, the young light skinned one. I like her, but I can never remember her name. For me, it's Honey and Honey. Yeah, Honey. She was doing good at the beginning because her and Jocelyn have history from season one or whatever, whatever. But I don't know, when she came with the Mother May I and she beat up, the Barbie in the beginning, it was all good and everything. But like she's falling, way to the side for me, so I don't know what's happening. And um, the good part about it is the dance routine. A couple of them got it right. Big legs. I don't really know. I like big legs, but those of them that do not have it, she said they're gonna do it again next week, and she's gonna have them choose right before the show. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of excitement because she's not. The girls were like dancing and throwing away the chair and all this stuff. Like they weren't moving like in sync. They were going all over the place. They just kept doing it over. Baby, do it like it's my B-day. Do it like it's my B-day. Baby, Jocelyn, did you really have a scene where you had them bitches jacking your body? Like you just came out to stand up and show your body for them to be like, oh my God, her body looks so good. Oh my God, oh my God. Jocelyn, you really milk every moment of this show. And for me, you definitely get a 9 because you are so sexalicious. And I cannot wait for season 3 of Jocelyn's Cabaret. Jocelyn, I think that every time you come back, the girls are going to get better. So I am excited to see what you're going to bring next. I'm excited to see what next week is going to bring. I hope you ain't going to perform by yourself. Because, Jocelyn, you have a way of, like, turning shit around. Like, how you going to kick Barbie out of the house but have Barbie in your video? Like, that's off. I don't even know. I don't understand. Yeah, Barbie got a bad... She does got a bad body. And she's a bad bitch. But I don't understand how that occurred. So... Okay, so that right there, Jocelyn, I'm going to say to you, I'm excited to see what else you're going to come with because I know that the show's not over. I know that season 3 is coming. I know Zeus is not going to put this to the side because this is really, it's getting traction. We love it and we're excited. I don't know if it's all of the different, oh, wait, Miss Natural. Miss Natural is nice, but she's not too, yeah, she off, that bitch off. And she be like, they say she have like issues. So she allegedly is on medication. And so that's why she be looking so high. Because she's mixing it with like the weed and everything. And she's drinking and everything. And so she's doing what she's not supposed to do with everything she has going on with her illness or whatever. And so it's what makes her look like that. Like half the time she's out of it. Miss Natural is beautiful, like beautiful. I would love for her to get everything together and fix up herself and show us something because I think that she's a porn star, but I think she have a natural talent to be somebody, but I just don't know how you gonna do it with like being on the meds and the recreation drugs and then like alcohol and stuff like that. So that's gonna bring confusion to her thing. All right, so I have been here with you. I have shared the coffee, I have shared the tea, and I have shared the lavish about our girl Spice. Big up Spice because she is doing great and big things. Of course, I'm gonna always do that because Coffee Tea and Lavish is about my people. Catch us. I think Sunday night I'm gonna come through with a video because I'm gonna be able to do the video after I watched it. It's not that late, so I'm gonna get some rest over the weekend, and so Sunday night I'm gonna actually do the show after the show airs. I'm gonna start doing the show after the shows air on a Sunday night. Just do my video and drop it and move forward like that. I also just want to let y'all know some things that I have in mind and in store for you. I'm gonna be doing like not like a mental health check, but more like a spiritual corner where I'm gonna discuss stuff like how I discussed the cord cutting today. Like so that just be like a little 20-minute session or something where I just talk about different spiritual things that I want to bring to you as a people. The show is going to go somewhere eventually, but for now, I have permission to just give you everything of me, all of myself. So you will see many different things. You'll see my little skits. You'll see my promotional work. You'll see the legendary lavish, and you'll also see the talents that I'll be bringing for and like interviewing and people that I hope to work with and things like that. So I'm super excited about Cafeteria Lavish, where it's going, where it's coming, and it's coming to a channel near you because it's Cafeteria Lavish and that Nevada. So I want to thank you guys for watching Cafeteria Lavish. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the link below to sign up for notifications, and don't forget to drink your coffee, sip your tea, and Mona will always be here to lavish about everything we're going on. And that Navad at all. Good night.